Definitely a cold, windy day. What's up, guys, and welcome back our YouTube fishing family to AFNS Outdoors. I'm Justin Lewis, and it's rainy, a little snowy, definitely windy, and we've got a cold, dreary day here in Iowa. Just getting off work, and we're obviously not going ice fishing. So we're gonna go home and we're gonna make some soft plastic baits again today. I'm telling you what, guys, since our last video, doing it for the first time, I am absolutely hooked on getting new stuff in, new colors, new molds, everything. So we're gonna go, and I think I really want to kind of play with the Senko mold again. You know, there's a lot more that I want to do to it than just shooting a straight color. So one of my favorite colors is black and blue. Shocker, right? Everyone loves throwing black and blue in, you know, craws and worms and all kinds of stuff. So my thought here for the afternoon is I want to go and I want to play with two colors. So we're gonna shoot some black and blue. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a swirl. We'll play with the dual injector a little bit. Maybe do some laminates. I haven't done any laminates. And then maybe try to do the different colored tip again, because last time I tried it with the chartreuse tip and I only made a quarter cup of plastic. It didn't work really well. So I'm gonna put the camera down and drive home, and we're going to play with some more soft plastics and molds today. And I tell you guys what, there's a lot that gets me excited about fishing, but I don't know if I've been this excited about something specific in quite a while, and just getting my hands on and playing with and messing around with. So I'm already having a ton of fun with it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. If you do, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It kind of gives me a little bit of feedback that you guys are enjoying this too. If you've made some baits or have some questions or something, leave me a comment. I'll try to get back to you guys. But let's get home and get on some more baits for today. So black and blue, that's the way we're going today. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks as always for joining us. This is AFNS Outdoors. So as we go ahead and get started here, I will put out my reminder that yes, I am inside. However, I am in a very well ventilated area. We have ventilation, we have fans, we should be good to go. Gonna get on the gloves. And before I start heating these up, so this is what's gonna be a little bit different this week, is I need to add the sinking additive, because it says mix with uncooked plastic. So I need to mix this up first, and they said add, I believe it's 1 to 2 tablespoons per 4 ounces. And each cup is 8 ounces. So we're looking at 2 to 4 tablespoons for each of these cups. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna add this to one side. I don't think it needs to be added to both. That'll make one side a little bit lighter. That's okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it into the black side, whichever one that is, because on the second one that I wanna do, so the laminate, it really shouldn't matter. That just means that maybe the blue side is more inclined to be up as the bait is falling. I'm okay with that. But then also I don't want the sinking additive into the blue tip. So I'm hoping maybe the blue tip will help elevate that bait maybe just ever so slightly. That's something I'll play with on another day a little bit more, but I think we're gonna go ahead and do this to the black side. Now, I don't really know what this stuff is, and kind of working around the camera here. It's pretty thick though. It is pretty thick, so we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna say that that's roughly a tablespoon. We're gonna add it to this thing. Maybe I should stir this up a little bit more. Doesn't really seem like it stirs real well. And I think we're just gonna go with 2 tablespoons, or roughly 2 tablespoons. It said 2 to 4. There's 2. Maybe we'll just do just a tiny bit more. Okay, that's about 2.5, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, I don't know. So that definitely sinks to the bottom of this plastic. I don't know if you guys can see that real well, but there's definitely a clear line of where that just went to. So I'm going to stir this. I don't know if that's really gonna do much of anything, but I'm gonna stir this for a couple minutes and then we will get it into the microwave, start heating it up, and then I'll be back with you guys. Well, in an interesting turn of events, here's where we're at. So I added a little bit of stabilizer and a little bit of softener, and I think I added 3 teaspoons to each. And the one that I added the high density sinking additive to overflowed the cup, even though it went into the microwave just fine. So I don't know if it's the softener that does that or what, but this one did too. So this one had a little bit extra. In fact, I've got roughly this much plastic left over from what I poured out of this container. So I don't know, this one kind of cleared up. As you guys can see, this one is still white. Let's go ahead and add the midnight blue to this side. So I went ahead and I just went straight for 10 drops. And we'll see what happens with that. I think it's gonna be pretty dark, which is fine, because we can lighten it up. So let's just add a couple drops here. See what that does. So we've got our black, we've got our blue. All right, well, that worked. Let's get it into our block here, maybe. Top off those sprues. Get this guy to release. And get the extra back. So we've got a little water bath for these to go into. Let's see how this turned out. No, they're more like a swirl. At least on that side. Yeah, that's definitely more like a swirl than anything else. Interesting. So we've kind of got black and blue swirled Senkos. Ugh. Sure enough, we've got some black and blue Senkos. Those two are almost entirely blue, so those should float too. Yep, sure do. So let's go ahead and switch over, kind of reset a little bit, and let's use the laminates plate, see if we can get an even, like, top half black, bottom half blue, whatever. All right, guys, we've got our black plastic heated up. I'm still gonna use this dual injector just so I don't have to take it apart, and I don't have to use one of the bigger ones, but I think it should work okay. So we're gonna draw up here, come over here, and we're gonna hold pressure for a second and make sure that sprue fills up. Let's see what we got. This one's definitely a little bit more labor intensive, only having one laminate plate, but hopefully we got, well, looks like we got half a senko, which is exactly what we wanted. Get back in there. All right, now I'm gonna try and hold these down and just rip the sprue off this way. That seemed to work. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to this mold as well, since I've got the laminate plate out and ready. We're gonna pour We're going to pour another round of black halves, and then we will start pouring the blue. All right, guys, if you can see these, we now have 2 halves of a set of Senkos, and it did have a little bit of flashing on the second one. Not too concerned, I think I can fix that. So we're gonna close these guys up, get them clamped, and then we're gonna pour both of them in the midnight blue. Our blue is looking good. I'm going to use the larger injector on this one so that I can make sure that we get enough to shoot both of these molds. And that should be plenty. So it's nice and hot. We're going to keep some good pressure on it. Make sure that those get bonded well. Next set. That set actually felt better than the first set. Keep some pressure there. Get that sprue filled up. Top that one back off. Suck it in a little bit. And all goes well, we should end up with some nice black and blue worms. As a moment of truth, let's see how our black and blue laminate 5-inch Senkos turned out. Oh, black on that side and blue on that side. Look at that. Let's get this sprue off of here. How about that, guys? Nice laminate. Of course, with that laminate plate, it kind of makes it easy to get a nice laminate, but those look fantastic. Nice black and blue, and they do sync, which is nice, but you can definitely tell that that black side, let's get these over. That black side is definitely heavy because it flips right over when you drop it in the water. That's pretty cool. So that should have a nice fall to it then. So I've got the black reheating. Here's what I did do. I poured 4 just solid blue Senkos and cut the tip. So I'm going to get this closed, clamp it up, and then we're going to get the black out of the microwave, put a little blue glitter in it. And I don't think I'm going to do too much. I am going to use the bigger blue glitter, the 0.04, because I'm not entirely certain that it's really going to show up with the black that I have. So I'm not going to do too much. We're just going to do a test of this, see if I like it or not, to kind of end the video. And then again, it'll just kind of help decide some future videos and what I'm going to pour again and what I'm not. So just kind of a little test batch. And let's see what we got. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, that's still nice and hot, so we're gonna go ahead and shoot this. See what we end up with. I went ahead and separated out one of my smaller injectors. So let's get a good draw here. Felt okay. All right, that felt pretty good. So definitely learning a little bit. Can definitely tell sometimes that it's like, yeah, that felt like a good pour. No, that didn't feel like a good pour. That one felt pretty good. All right, guys, let's see if we are ending the video on something cool or if we got a dud. Really hoping for something cool here, though. Oh. Oh. I am really happy with those. Look at that. Oh, that black with the blue glitter shows up amazingly. Even that sprue's pretty cool looking, but look at those. I wish the blue tip was a little bit more vibrant. We can work on that, but man, look at those. Look at all that blue glitter. That was a good call, adding the extra. I was a little concerned it would maybe fade away a little bit in there. but that worked out well. Look at those. I am really happy with that. Let's get those in the water. We'll get those firmed up and we will go ahead and lay everything out that we did today and see what our black and blue Senko projects look like as a whole. Not too bad. Again, roughly about an hour's worth of work. Well, here is what our hard work for the last hour looks like. Again, not a ton of work. We poured, you know, like 3 sets of baits and that was it, but learned a lot from the dual injector to working with a little bit of the stabilizer and the softener. Worked on some new colors and also the laminate plate. We got some interesting swirl patterns. We got some worms that were kind of like half and half. Here's a nice little swirl along the sides, and then we got some that were just, you know, pretty much mainly blue for whatever reason. So definitely had some fun playing with that. And then the laminate plate is really cool. I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun with the laminate plate, but nice, just solid black and blue right down the middle. Love those. But then probably my favorite to end it, nice black with large blue flake and a nice blue tip on those worms. Overall, I am really happy with these and really happy with the results. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys as always for checking us out and taking the time out of your day to watch our videos. We greatly appreciate it. And we will see you next time right here on AFNS Outdoors.